Honorable President of the Republic of North Macedonia, His Excellency Stevo Pendarovski. Honorable Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey, Your Excellency Mr. Hasan Mehmet Sekiskök. Honorable Deputy Minister of Education and Science, Mr. Agim Nuhiu. Honorable Mayor of the Municipality of Chayr, Mr. Visar Ganiu. Valuable Professor Dr. Lutfi Sunar. Dear rectors and representatives of universities, dear representatives of civil society, business sector and media, dear members of the IBU Management Board and members of the Üsküp Foundation, dear vice rectors, deans, academic and administrative staff of IBU, dear students, dear guests, welcome to the opening ceremony of the International Balkan University for the academic year 2023-2024. With more than 1,000 new registrations from abroad and the Balkan region, we are here today as a growing family with a total of 4,000 students and over 200 faculty members. With a new rector, we are setting sail for new horizons and begins. We are here together for the success of this academic year. We take pride in being the most preferred university in North Macedonia, and we are delighted to share this achievement with you. Together, we believe that by enhancing our knowledge and experience, we will have a successful academic year ahead. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our academic staff, administrative staff, students, and alumni who are the architects of this achievement. I invite you to watch a short promotional video prepared by the Media Center showcasing the International Balkan University, which has made a name of itself in this academic community in the Balkan region with its investments over the past 17 years. This video aims to highlight the university's commitment to the local community and share its accomplishments.
Imagine a place where you will push your boundaries and make your dreams come true. At our university, learning goes beyond the classrooms. Our students explore their passions and develop leadership skills through activities, clubs, and organizations. We take pride in our university and students who have come together for excellence. International Balkan University is a double accredited institution, recognized by the Board of Accreditation of North Macedonia and the Council for Higher Education of Turkey. Our commitment to quality has earned us the distinction of being ranked as the best university in North Macedonia for teaching and learning by the prestigious Shanghai University ranking in 2016. Our campus is like a home for everyone. Our students live freely in an environment where they can create unforgettable memories. Graduation is not just an endpoint for us. Our graduates continue to make great contributions to their communities while pursuing successful careers worldwide. International Balkan University is renowned for its tremendous successful practice of the Erasmus Plus and Banana student and staff exchange programs in North Macedonia. Within this framework, IBU offers its students and staff international education experience in over 40 countries of the world. We are here to shape the future, because this university is not just an institution that imparts knowledge, but a family that lays the foundation for a society. Here, you will not only transform yourself, but also change the world. You will become the leaders, innovators, and visionaries of the future. This university is a platform that brings you closer to everything you've ever dreamed of. Here, you will bring your ideas to life, strengthen your connections, and discover your potential. This journey is not just an academic experience. Here, you will form friendships, create memories, and establish lifelong connections. This university is not just a temporary phase, but instead it is a lifelong bond. Our graduates take pride in being part of this family they belong to. In this university, in which you will build your future, you will transcend your limits, discover the power of knowledge, and change the world. International Baldwin University, excellence for the future.
It is now my great pleasure to invite Professor Dr. Lutfi Sunar on behalf of the International Balkan University to address this esteemed audience. Dear Dr. Sunar, the stage is yours.
Honorable President of North Macedonia, Republic of North Macedonia, Honorable Ambassador of Republic of Turkey, Mr. Deputy Minister of Education, Mayor of Çayır Municipality, dear members of our Board of Trustees and board members, dear representatives of NGOs, dear professors, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed and educated faculty staff, and most importantly, our vibrant student body, I would like to welcome you all to the opening ceremony and inaugural lecture of the 2023 and 2024 academic year of the International Balkan University. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand in front of you today as the representative of the IBU, welcoming each one of you to the 23 and 24 academic year. As we gather here, we are not just marking the beginning of another year, we are celebrating the continuation of legacy of excellence, diversity, and unity that our institution has upheld for years. Our university continues its development to build the future with its academic staff consisting of nearly 200 qualified professors and nearly 4,000 students in 7 faculties, 1 vocational school, and 23 departments. We are extremely happy to be here with you under the roof of a higher education institution that builds bridges between countries and hearts with the excitement of building a new generation academic institution in Skopje at the heart of the Balkans. We are very grateful to you for joining us in sharing this happiness. The world around is rapidly evolving, and with it, the challenges we face. Yet, it is our unwavering commitment to education, research, and innovation that allows us to navigate these challenges and turn them into opportunities. At IBU, we are not just preparing students for the world of today, but equipping them with the skills, knowledge, and values they need to shape the world of tomorrow. In recent years, we have witnessed unprecedented developments in higher education across the world. The digital revolution, the rise of interdisciplinary studies, and the emphasis on global collaboration have reshaped the landscape of academia. universities worldwide are no longer just centers of knowledge, but are becoming hubs of innovation, entrepreneurship, and global impact. Amidst these transformative changes, the International Balkan University has not only kept pace, but has often been at the front of this process. Our commitment in embracing technology in classroom, fostering international partnership, and promoting research that transcends borders is a testament to our forward-thinking approach. At IBU, we recognize that in an interconnected world, our students need holistic education that equips them not only with academic knowledge, but also with the ability to think critically, adopt rapidly, and act ethically. Our curriculum, our university, and our institutional ethos are all geared toward nurturing global citizens who are ready to take on the challenge of 21st century. Furthermore, as the world grapples with pressing issues such as climate change, social justice, and technological disruptions, IBU stands as a beacon of hope and action. Our research initiatives, community outreach programs, and collaborations with industries and other academic institutions position us as a key player in shaping a better, more inclusive future. One of the most remarkable aspects of the International Balkan University's journey has been its pivotal role in strengthening the ties between Turkey and North Macedonia. Our institution stands as a symbol of the deep-rooted friendship and mutual respect between these two great nations. Through academic exchange, research collaborations, and cultural programs, IBU has consistently worked toward bridging the gap between the East and West, bringing together the best of the both worlds. Our university has not only been a meeting point for international students, but also facilitated dialogue between scholars, professionals, and policymakers from different parts of the world. This has led to shared insights, joint ventures, and a mutual understanding that transcends borders. Moreover, the presence of IBU in Skopje serves as a testament to the shared global vision for a future built on education, innovation, and mutual growth. Our success stories, our alumni, our ongoing projects are all shining examples of what can be achieved when two nations come together with a shared purpose. To our returning students, I commend you for your resilience, dedication, and achievements. You are the living testament to the power of perseverance and the embodiment of the IBU spirit. To our new students, embarking on this exciting journey, I urge you to embrace every opportunity, to question, to learn, and to improve yourself. This is your time to discover, to innovate, and to make a difference. Our esteemed faculty and staff, your passion, expertise, and commitment are the pillars upon which this institution stands. It is your guidance, mentorship, and education that shape the future leaders, thinkers, and innovators who pass through our halls. As we step into new academic year, let us remember that the International Balkan University is more than just an institution. It is a community of diverse minds, cultures, and backgrounds, united by a shared vision and purpose. In conclusion, I wish each and every one of you a year filled with discovery, development, and success. Let us work together, hand in hand, to make this year memorable, impactful, and transformative. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone present here today. Mr. President, Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Deputy Minister, Mr. Mayor, dear board members, our esteemed guests, faculty, staff, students, and the broader IBU community. Your unwavering support and dedication have been the driving force behind our institutional success. It is your belief in our mission, your commitment to our values, and your passion for excellence that makes the International Balkan University the beacon of knowledge and collaboration it is today. As we embark on another promising academic year, let us carry forward the spirit of unity, innovation, and excellence. Let us continue dream big, work hard, and make a difference in the world. Thank you, and may the 2023 and 2024 academic year be filled with achievements, discoveries, and moments of pride for all of us. Thank you.
Dear Dr. Sunar, thank you for your inspirational words. It is a privilege to have the Deputy Minister of Education and Science in the government of the Republic of North Macedonia, Mr. Agim Nuhiu, with us today. It is his turn to share his feelings about IBU.
Dear Rector, dear students, I feel good in this office ceremony. I want to say thank you for cooperation with the Ministry of Education and Science. Të dashur student, të nderuar antarët personelit akademik dhe stafi drejtues i Universitetit Ndërkombëtar Ballkanik, i dashur rektor. Në emër të Ministrisë së Arsimit dhe Shkencës, duam t'ju urojmë për një fillim të mbartë vitit akademik 2023-2024 dhe t'ju falenderojmë për të gjithë punën e palodhur, jo vetëm në detyrën tuaj sublime si universitet, por edhe bashkëpunimin dhe kujdesin që keni treguar ndaj institucioneve të shtetit që kanë për fushë veprimtarinë arsimin e lartë. Ju faleminderit që gjithnjë jeni të gatshëm për t'i përshtatur kërkesave tona si dikaster kompetent për t'i realizuar me shumë sukses gjatë punës tuaj akademike. Universiteti Ndërkombëtar Ballkanik e bën të veçantë respektimi I plotë I lirisë akademike, qasjet tek metodat e reja dhe të menduarit kritik në procesin e mësimdhënies dhe të kërkimit shkencor. Universiteti me vite të tëra zhvillon kurrikulat dhe programet mësimore bashkëkohore dhe konkurruese, duke vënë theksin edhe për bashkëpunimin akademik me organizatat kombëtare dhe ndërkombëtare. Urojmë gjithë studentët për fillim të mbar, duke sjellë në vëmendje se realizimi I misionit dhe objektivave në fushën e arsimit të lartë mbeten në fokusin e punës tonë të përditshme bashkë me Universitetin Ndërkombëtar Ballkanik. Puna juaj I përbashkët dhe jona kanë dhënë rezultate dhe produkte konkrete, ku Universiteti Ndërkombëtar Ballkanik është një qendër ekselence edhe në funksion të ndërtimit të specialistëve të arshëm, por edhe në funksion të zhvillimit të shoqërisë. Të nderuar student, të cilët për herë të parë bëni pjesë e Universitetit Ndërkombëtar Ballkanik, ju urojmë shëndet dhe suksese. Ne kemi bindjen se ky do të jetë vetëm fillimi I një udhëtimi triumfsh dhe suksesësh për ju. Për masat e ndërkombëtarizimit të Universitetit Ndërkombëtar Ballkanik është një mundësi e shkëlqyer për të gjithë ju që të përfitoni një eksperiencë unike nga universitetet prestigjioze evropiane dhe mëgjor. Çdo vit studentët e këtij universiteti udhëton jashtë Maqedonisë së Veriut për të kryer 2 a më shumë semestrash akademike dhe për të ndërtuar profilin e tyre profesional. Thirrja jonë sot është që të përfitoni nga programet Erasmus dhe të zbuloni botën edhe me mbështetjen tonë të përhershme institucionale. Ju uroj suksese dhe mbarësi. Health and success for all. Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words. I am honored to invite the Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey in Skopje, His Excellency Mr. Hasan Mehmet Sekiskök, to address his audience.
Saygıdeğer Cumhurbaşkanı, Uluslararası Balkan Üniversitesi'nin değerli yöneticileri ve öğretim üyeleri, sevgili çocuklar, hanımefendiler, beyefendiler. Bu ülkede görev yaptığım 4 yıl içerisinde vaktimin hatırı sayılır bir bölümünde çok sayıda eğitim kurumunu ziyaret ettim. Öğrencilerimizle ve hocalarımızla bir araya geldim. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın himayelerinde kurulan Uluslararası Balkan Üniversitesi'nin yeni akademik yıl açılışı vesilesiyle sizlerle buluşmaktan büyük mutluluk duyuyorum. Akademik yılın güzel çalışmalarla ve başarılarla dolu olmasını diliyorum. Evet, eğitim daima öncelikli konumuzdur. Çocuklarımızın iyi eğitim almalarını her şeyin önüne koyuyoruz. Eğitime yatırım yapan ülkelerin ekonomik kalkınmada öne çıkan ve fark yaratan ülkeler oldukları bir vakadır. Eğitim kalkınma stratejilerinin merkezinde yer alır. Bilgi çağı ekonomilerinde ana sermaye, beyin gücü yani iyi eğitimli insan olarak ortaya çıkmaktadır. Her şeyin hızla değiştiği, küresel rekabetin giderek zorlaştığı bir dünyada yaşıyoruz. Bulunduğumuz bu süreçte birçok ülke gibi Kuzey Makedonya'da nitelikli insan sermayesine ihtiyaç duymaktadır. İşte dünyamızdaki bu gelişmeleri ve gereksinimleri göz önünde bulunduran vizyoner bir yaklaşımla Uluslararası Balkan Üniversitesi'nin fikri temelleri atılmıştır. Akademik dünyada yerini almasını takiben, eğitim, öğretim, araştırma ve geliştirme alanlarında kendini sürekli yenileme hedefi doğrultusunda kararlı adımlarla ilerlediğini takdirle gözlemliyoruz. Ve Diş Hekimliği Fakültesine bağlı diş kliniğini bugün hizmete açmanın mutluluğunu hep birlikte yaşayacağız. Sevgili gençler, sizler tüm zamanlardan daha büyük ve hızlı değişimlerin yaşandığı bir dönemde eğitim hayatına başladınız. Hocalarımız yol gösterici olacaklardır. Bir toplum için en kıymetli sermaye olan beşeri sermaye, yani siz gençlerimiz onların ellerinde yoğrulacaksınız. Bu vesileyle hocalarımıza teşekkür etmek istiyorum. Müsaadenizle gençlerimize de birkaç tavsiyem olacak. Üniversitede edindiğiniz birikimlerin üzerine sürekli olarak yeni şeyler inşa etmemiz gerekiyor. Unutmayalım ki sadece eğitim kurumları değil, her yer dersliktir. Yaşamın olduğu her yerde ders yapılır ve ders alınır. Tüm birikimlerinizi değerlendirirken mutlaka sağduyunuzu kullanınız. Hangi meslekte olursanız olun, dosyanıza iyi vakıf olun. Kitabi bilgiler önemlidir fakat yeterli değildir. Her zaman düşünen, diyalog kuran, tartışan ve öz eleştiri alışkanlığı oluşturan bireyler olmayı hedefleyelim. Düşüncelerini açıklıkla söyleyen, katılımcı ve sorunlar karşısında çözümler üretme becerisi geliştiren bireyler olalım. Yaptığımız her işin hem bireysel hem toplumsal boyutu bulunduğunu da daima hatırda tutalım. Toplumu ilgilendiren meseleler karşısında duyarlılık sergileyelim. Toplumsal dayanışmaya özen gösterelim. Ve insan sevgisini yaşantımızın eksenine oturtalım. Sabırlı olmayı da bilelim. Emeklerinizin karşılığını mutlaka alırsınız. Tabii ki hayatınız sadece çalışma hayatından ibaret değildir. Çalışma ve sosyal yaşantı arasında mutlaka sağlıklı bir denge kurmaya da özen gösterin. Sözlerimi burada tamamlarken gençlere güzel bir gelecek diliyorum. Yolunuz ve bahtınız açık olsun diyorum. Sizleri en güzel dileklerimle selamlıyorum. Teşekkür ederim.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Ambassador. International Balkan University is greatly honored by the presence of the President of the Republic of North Macedonia, His Excellency Stevo Pendarovski, at our opening ceremony. I have the privilege to invite the President to share his thoughts and messages. Mr. President, the floor is yours.
Poštovani studenti, poštovani profesori, dame i gospoda, dobar den. Međunarodниот Балкански универзитет во Скопје од своето основање во 2006 година до денес, 17 години во континуитет, бележи нагорна линија во својот развој со постојано зголемување на бројот на факултети, истражувачки центри и студиски програми што им ги нуди на своите студенти. Во таа насока за нивото и релевантноста на универзитетот во рамките на нашиот образовен систем придонесува и ангажманот на респектибилниот број на ангажиран наставно-научен кадар од различни профили. Според мене, посебна додадена вредност на оваа институција е што наставата се одвива на повеќе јазици. Затоа што сум длабоко убеден дека еден мултиетнички и мултикултурен амбиент подобро ги подготвува студентите за светот кој е глобализиран, особено во научно-истражувачкиот сегмент. Почитувани, ќе ми дозволите да кажам неколку зборови за новиот стоматолошко-едукативен здравствен центар, кој според своите капацитети е најголем не само кај нас, туку и во целиот регион. Најпрво сакам да им честитам на оние кои ја одбрале стоматологијата како наука, која сакаат да ја изучуваат, затоа што тоа зборува за нивната хуманост и желба да им помагаат на луѓето. Тоа е комплексна наука, бара многу труд и напори за да навлезете во сите нејзини професионални тајни, но на крајот сатисфакцијата е најголема која ќе ги видите лицата на луѓето на кои сте им помогнале. За ова ви зборувам од лично искуство, затоа што имам доктор по стоматолошки науки во фамилијата. Стоматологијата е исклучително динамична област која постојано се развива со напредокот на материјалите и технолошките процедури, а преку отворањето на еден ваков современ центар, студентите ќе имаат можност да ги изучуваат и применуваат најновите техничко-технолошки достигнувања на тој план. Почитувани студенти, како човек кој пред 40 години поминал низ студентските амфитеатри, можам да ви кажам дека пред вас се најубавите години од животот, кога ќе учите, но и ќе се дружите меѓу себе. Секој од вас до крајот на животот ќе ги памети најтешките предмети, најдобрите професори, но и сите убави работи, се разбира и оние што се помалку убави, кои ќе се случуваат и се случуваат само кога сте млади. Мојот совет е да не ги разбирате испитите и студирањето само како обврска која треба што побрзо и полесно да ја завршите. Трудете се да стекнете што повеќе знаење за утре да бидете конкурентни, не само на домашниот пазар на трудот, туку било каде во Европа и во светот. Вашите знаења, заедно со младешката енергија и ентузијазмот кој ги носите во себе, се апсолутно неопходни за развојот на нашата заедничка држава во светот кој станува се поконкурентен. Почитувани професори, како човек кој долги години бил дел од оваа професија, и повторно ќе биде, и кој потекнува од семејство на учители, исклучително ве почитувам и целосно сум свесен за вашата критична улога во образовниот процес. Знам што значи темелно да се подготвуваш за часови, а потоа да поминеш низ веројатно најтешкиот дел, да го пренесеш знаењето на студентите, да им помогнеш да го остварат својот потенцијал и да ги реализираат своите визии. Меѓутоа, никогаш не сум мислел дека е доволно само да го пренесете знаењето на овие млади луѓе. Многу е битно да им понудите вредности и морална вертикала, која ќе биде стожер на нивниот личен и професионален интегритет. Од најстари времења е познато да бидеш некому учител во животот е најблагородната, но истовремено и најтешката задача. Меѓутоа, јас сум длабоко убеден дека вие имате и капацитет и мотивација да им помогнете на овие млади луѓе да се остварат и на професионален и на личен план. Дозволете на самиот крај на сите да ви посакам добро здравје, среќа и успех, а на студентите во сите години студии исполнети со интересни содржини и стекнување на нови знаења и вештини кои од вас ќе направат подобри луѓе. Ви посакувам успешна академска година, башаларал дилерин, ju uroj suksese, good luck, со среќа.
Thank you so much for your inspirational messages and valuable words for our university. Mr. President, please stay on stage for a bit longer. I invite Professor Dr. Lutfi Sunar to the stage to present a gift to our President for commemoration of today. I would like to invite the Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey to Skopje, His Excellency Mr. Hasan Mehmet Sekiskök, to the stage to receive a gift as a reminder of our university at all times. We have the distinct honor of welcoming the Deputy Minister of Education and Science, Mr. Agim Nuhiu, who has generously joined us. We extend an invitation for him to come forward to receive a token of our appreciation. Please stay on the stage for a group photo. Thank you so much. We are delighted to have among us today Professor Dr. Halit Ünver, who honors us with his unique academic knowledge and experience. Before inviting Professor Ünver to the stage for the academic year opening lecture, we will take a brief journey through his academic career. Halit Ünver is Professor of Technology and Innovation Management at the FOM University of Applied Science and Economics and Management in Frankfurt, Germany. He is an advisor of digital transformation, sustainability and international relations. Ünver is involved in think tank activities at UN, G20, EU level. He is advisor to the CEO of the Research Institute for Applied Knowledge Management, member of the board of the European Technology Chamber, and worked as Director of International Relations in the Senate of Economics Europe. the Alcatel Foundation for Communication Research, the Vodafone Institute for Society and Communication, the MICREATOR Foundation and Forum for Responsibility Foundation are among his previous supporters. Dr. Unver received his PhD in Global Networking, Communication and Cultural Conflict in Convergence at ULM University in cooperation the Humboldt University of Berlin. He was postdoced in the Institute of Database Artificial Intelligence at the University of ULM and visiting researcher at the Leadership Excellence Institute, Zeppelin University. His completed executive education at Imperial College London Business School, was member of the Young Leader Group of European Institute for Innovation and Technology, and was awarded at the Annually Innovation Forum 2013 in Brussels. He studied computer science and economics and gained industrial experience at Daimler AG at the fields of commercial vehicles, IT management, and R&D. Professor Unver, the stage is yours.
Dear Mr. President Pendarovsky, dear Deputy Minister of Education and Science, dear Ambassador, dear Excellencies, dear Mr. President Suna, dear honorary guests, dear students, a very warm welcome to the new academic year at the International Balkan University in Skopje today. I am privileged to be here and would like to thank you for the opportunity to talk to you. I'm even more pleased not only to talk to you and to see you and to talk to you about a very important topic, and we heard about that in the previous speeches about globalization, sustainability. In my words, I'm dealing with innovation, sustainability, and cooperation today. Let's talk about our common past, present, and possible future scenarios. But before we start with our lecture, we need to understand a couple of things in advance before we can talk about the interrelationship between all those topics, by in itself very complicated topics. And to cover my question, I would start with a couple of very simple things. First, there are many important days for a human being on Earth, but from an individual point of view, there are two main important days in your life. First, your birthday, which everyone celebrates, I guess. Second, the day on which you understand why you were born. And in particular, the why part of these two things, education plays a crucial role for that. Because in education, you try to understand why things matter. And to cover why I'm here, it's also very interesting because I came to know one of your board of trustees at the Sarajevo conference, and thanks to him, I'm now here and was also here 2 months ago with my family. Unfortunately, it was semester break, but now I'm happy to be with you today. So our topic, innovation, sustainability, and cooperation. Just a second, we need to put that on the other slides. So on my laptop, it's a little bit different, but okay, and we go ahead with this one. So let me start with the past, please. How were the Great Pyramids built in terms of innovation? Probably we have also some people from the architecture part of here. But to be honest with you, I have no idea how it was built exactly. And anybody who tells you that he or she knows how the Great Pyramids were built, honestly, probably are not telling the full truth. Because we don't know, actually. 2.5 million individual blocks of stones, 70 tons weighing some stone, raised above 300 feet above the ground. No one knows, actually. But we can guess, and we can try to understand why they are trying to build that. The same applies to here. When you look on that picture, it seems like, is this guy having a laptop on his... sitting with a laptop over there? But actually it's not. It's a notebook as wax tablets
held together with hinges. And you know what? Before invented these kinds of things, the philosophers think that, you know, writing can always be erased with the spine of the stylus and replaced with new text. It was an invention. Totally new to the philosophers. You know what? Because the philosophers said, unlike writing on sheets of parchment, the flow of writing and the momentum of thought is not going to be interrupted. So think about this very critically, please. On how many things we are interrupted today while we are thinking with our phones, with so many devices we are using today. Are we able to have deep thoughts today or not? Or are there methods we have to learn that we can think very, very deeply? And on the other way, there is also some critique. I want to read this because it's better, it's a citation. This invention will rather instill forgetfulness into the souls of the learners out of neglect of memory, because they, trusting in the writing, will only remember from the outside by means of foreign signs, but not inwardly themselves and directly. I mean, are people in the past the better memorizers? But we talked a lot of today also from the previous speeches about knowledge. And allow me that it is in our times in the information society and globalized world, it's much more important to think about in different levels about knowledge. First, we have to distinguish between data. And before data, there are even symbols and signs. Brilliant talk here. We had 3 languages. And I could add German, by the way, to that. And anyway, we have symbols, writing in different symbols. Then we get data. After you understand the relations between data, you have some information. That's the most things we gather at the internet, by the way. We gather data and information. Making out of information knowledge is crucial also at university. But at the end, we need to be wise and act in a wise, prudent way. And as said right before in our speech, probably universities are not going to teach you about how to act wisely. This is done by communities. This is done by other people who are in favor of them. But we also have to think about invention and innovation. You know, invention, when you go to the market, the one turning money into knowledge, that's the invention part, and the other turning knowledge back into money, that's the innovation part. So innovation, not every invention comes out to the market, because I have a lot of ideas during the whole day. But when we look to the history, there is a very big correlation between the number of people living on Earth, by the way, we have achieved 8 billion, and the inventions come out of the ideas of those people. Because there is a non-linear correlation between the people sitting in a room and the interconnectedness between them. The more people we are, the more connections we could establish, by the way. For 3 weeks I was at the Princeton University and came to know an Eskimo. And I asked him, do you know any Aborigine in Australia? He said no. I asked again something else. And we felt that around about 8 corners, the Eskimo in Alaska were able to connect with the Aborigine in Australia. Brilliant. So many inventions have been done, but during the last 250 years, there is an enormous power of innovation going around the world. And that's correlated with the number of people living on Earth. There are a lot of things here, I don't want to mention that because of time schedules. You can also look on inventions at the artificial intelligence level, which is triggered, which is some expected peak of expectation, or which is already in productivity. But there is something, we are going to open the dentist faculty here later. When you look on advances and innovation in the healthcare industry, there is a strong correlation also between Moore's law, the cost per transistor on a unit, which decreases
in terms of costs or efficiency. Every 2 years, you are going to double the processor speed at the same price level. That means that the rocket flying to the moon, beginning in the 1960s, was less capable. The big computer was less capable than this phone within your hands. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, I suggest to read Homo Deus, a brief history that examines what might happen to the world when old myths are coupled with new godlike technologies. Probably new religions will appear. Do we want them? And to understand the difference between human intelligence and machine intelligence, there is the so-called Turing test. A human asks a question, the same question to machine and to human. And if you can't distinguish between the answers of both, then the machine should be intelligent. And there is also Ray Kurzweil. By the way, Ray Kurzweil is one of the guys Bill Gates said, Ray is the best person I know in predicting the future of AI. His intriguing new book envisions a future in which technology has advanced so far and fast that they enable humanity to transcend its biological limitations. So his suggestion says that in around about 2050, AI will so fast and so good advanced that they will surpass the human intelligence. By the way, we didn't even know how high human intelligence today is exactly from a biological factor. It's also very hard to then understand how AI is functioning. And I want to show you with an internet connection. I want to show you, you already heard about ChatGPT. For those from you who didn't heard about that or didn't even try to test it, I mean, we as professors maybe struggle for students because they can now write their essays with ChatGPT. And now we are in trouble a little bit. I had here a demo, but it's not working, sorry. No internet connection. On my computer it worked. That's okay. I'm going to explain it. What do you think about professors about ChatGPT? I mean, do you see that as a problem? Or do you see that as a solution? Honestly, I'm seeing that as a solution. Because do you think if any mathematical course, would you prohibit or wouldn't you allow students to use a simple calculator? No one today would say to a student, no, don't use the calculator. So I'm suggesting to the student, use ChatGPT, but don't use it to copy it. Use it to learn. Because it's a brilliant tool which can advance your thoughts, which can advance thinking. But there are also other areas where innovation will be taking place. In food and agriculture, you will see precision farming. We do have in the European Union. By the way, I'm happy that here is the Erasmus program. You are supported by Erasmus program. I was one of these guys who suggested to the European Commissioner for Education, Ms. Androulla Vassiliou, back in 2012, the Erasmus for All program. In previous years, it was called Erasmus. I was the guy, by the way, who was awarded for that Erasmus for All program. And the European Union maybe is most famous because of their coherence, politics in agriculture. In agriculture, we are very good at the European Union. In other ways, probably not. By the way, I talked to the Vice President of the European Parliament, Mr. Rainer Wieland, yesterday. Very warm greetings to you. He's also eager to know about the process regarding the EU accession of Northern Macedonia. I don't want to say too much of those things. Whoever from the students in particular wants the slides, I can deliver it later. But don't be afraid of being technological. You know, when our cows are now feeded very, very precisely, so they haven't been obese, it's a good thing. And there are also some very precision farming things going on, that you have a holistic view on your farming, on your animals, on your crop, on your fertilizers, and all those things agree. And you know what? This slide is prepared for anything. This guy is a friend of me in Vienna. He's a dentist. And it's amazing, you know, everyone was saying in the past everything was better. You can ask him, if you have got teeth pain, do you want to live in 1512 or do you want to live in 2013 or 2023? And we can ask this question further. We can ask, do you want to live in 2023 or do you want to live in 2050? Honestly, I would like to live in 2050. So there's a lot of going on that in healthcare, in quiz shows, and autonomous driving. But everything comes back to anyway into the internet history. The all three guys who designed the first internet for the American military to connect the universities in the US. This guy on the right side is Dr. Vint Cerf. He's actually vice president of Google. And I was lucky enough to meet him in Istanbul. By the way, I didn't know who this guy was, but I talked about him to some topics. And he's one of the inventors of the internet. And lately he said to me, write me some email. I wrote him, and since then he is one of my favorite supporters in many, many areas, by the way. But Dr. Vint Cerf is a brilliant leader also. When you think about that communication would not work. It's ear-to-ear and mouth-to-mouth communication, yeah? It's not going to work from a biological point of view. And now all people almost are connected to the world in the internet, mobile phones. How we use the internet, what happens in 60 seconds on the internet. It's amazing. But about that, now I'm going to switch to the other topic, sustainability. All those activities need energy. About 1 billion people on Earth, the main part of them in Asia and in Africa, they don't have even electricity, but they have a mobile phone. How on earth is that functioning? When we switch to the topic of sustainability, and Macedonia, Northern Macedonia is a very great example for that. We had back in history almost in all religions the term of sustainability in some or the other way. I wanted some verses and sentences in the Quran and Bible regarding prohibition of interest. There is no general criticism on good-oriented economic activity, but only of practices that either exploit hardship or trade money as a commodity. And you know what? Why I'm talking about that? Because I worked on that. I worked on that culture contains and compromises on three things from my perspective. First, economic culture. How we trade, how we buy, how we sell things. Second, education culture. How we learn things. And third, our religious culture. But the main understanding of sustainability comes from forestry. It's in Germany. The main advance is only as much wood may be removed from a forest as will grow back. A very wise sentence, or? But the modern understanding of sustainability comes from the Club of Rome, 1972, where at the MIT in the US, Massachusetts Institute of Technology has developed a computer model, limits to growth, where they had several input factors to computer. It was totally new. You know, it's tracking like your heart. It's tracking like your lungs. We need to understand how our weather is functioning. We need to understand how productivity, fertility, education is somehow going to affect our society. Don't understand me wrong, please. I don't want to be too numerical or possibly even boring here. But if there is a way to understand our common being, our earth, our activities in a better way, then it's good. Or is it like when you go to the hospital? Is it like when you go to what's the weather tomorrow? You Google. You use an app. Can we design an app for the whole world? And there are also some justice points of view. I'm a fellow at the Yale University for a Global Justice Program, and we all the time talk about intergenerational and intragenerational justice, which means if you look on intragenerational justice, it's justice between all generations living at the same time. So it's between me, between the older, between the younger ones. But intergenerational justice, it's a much difficult topic. Why? Because it's the justice between all generations living today and all generations living possibly in the future. So I will be once the older generation in future. How can I assure that my future is still secure under the circumstances we already have been inactive today? But in general, there are three things: environment, social, and economical aspects of sustainability. You can also abbreviate that with three P's: people, planet, and profit. All things have to do with somehow the population grow up. And thousands of years, we only have been very few people on Earth. We had trouble to see other people. Our ancestors had trouble to see other people in Macedonia. But now we are so much crowded, and we can be more even crowded now. And there are still in science, this is a very good publishing in 2015 in the Science magazine about a safe operating space for humanity, which covers 8 areas. Some of them are already red, and some of them are still green. But today, when we look, 2 weeks ago, I have been at the United Nations conference in New York, and there is a lot of going, by the way, on sustainable development. We talk a lot about that. But is it right or wrong what we are doing? Is it wisdom? Is it prudent what we are doing? And today's data shows that there is no country, almost no country in the world, which is at the same time highly developed and sustainable at the same time. So this means either we have to choose that going back to past and say, look, we want to live poor again. Being poor means also today's sustainability. But how we can ensure that we have infinite energy to affordable prices for everyone, for every time, at every place. That's the innovation part we need to solve, by the way, and this is a very important part for the younger people. I'm going to switch that, which is very important also. We have some kind of a race between education and technology. So some technology comes up, we need to educate ourselves. ChatGPT pops up, and we need to educate ourselves. But will ChatGPT educate us as professors in future? We also do know that technology arises with some inequality. And some solution for that is discussed as universal basic income, that every person has the right to have a special income on a specific level to somehow meet his or her needs. And there are some old pilots going on in the world about the UBI. Some of them are successful, some not. For example, in Switzerland, most of the voters rejected basic income plan in 2016. It's not a surprise for me, because Switzerland is a very rich country. They already have a very basic level income. Huh? But there are also some problems like global e-waste. And this is a very funny picture, I guess so. It's tweeted by someone in 2017. In less than 10 years, the telephone, the mobile phone, the smartphone replaced such many things. Is it good or bad? We don't know actually, because there are some couple of rebound effects. Rebound effect means the rise of demands forces us to produce more, because it becomes cheaper. Now our microchips are in our glasses, in our laptops, in our microphones. And if we are going to design the internet of everything, everything will be connected, and everything will need sensors and actors and some transistors in it. Yeah, the last part for my last 5 minutes is the cooperation part, what we need. And on a global scale, we discuss about the so-called Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 of them, which is also already has about 168 specific targets. And what are the key characteristics of the current era? These ideas are mainly derived from Jeffrey Sachs, who is the special advisor to the UN and professor at the Columbia University. He has been, in some cases, also my chair in task forces at the UN level. So we do have an economic convergence between North Atlantic regions and the rest of the world, which is obviously forces also some conflicts here. We talked about technology, we talked also about demographic changes, but first time in human history, what we do know, maybe there are also some lost civilizations we already do know, but from that what we know is it's the first time in history where we have global public goods. We see what's going on with an Eskimo and we want their resources over there. And how we can balance these global, regional and local issues. Up to now, nation states is there where the power is, where taxation lies, where the army is. But now we see constructions like the NATO, we see constructions like BRICS Plus format, the G20, G7. This is a sign of that the allocation of public goods is not done well by nation states for global problems. I don't want to sound like a globalization tube, but that's the truth. That's what's going on Earth. And we have thought about geographic conditions, technological and institutional changes, which might maybe the Turkish president sometimes says the Earth is more than 5. It's another saying for that, there is a big need for that we need to allocate our goods, our public goods, at the global scale with a justice and fair program. Okay, we talked about technology. What I want to show you is the GDP of Asia and North Atlantic regions. Since about 2016, the Asian countries surpassed the North Atlantic regions in power purchasing parity terms. We also have some shifts in G7 and BRICS. By the way, this is a graph before the BRICS Plus format. So the BRICS Plus surpassed also the G7 in terms of economic activity. China overtook the US since 2014, around about, but only in absolute manners. Per capita, China is still around about 1/3 of the US, but they have 4 times the population. And if you want to learn more about sustainability, I guess I suggest you the book of Jeffrey Sachs, The Age of Global Sustainable Development. And we talked a lot of things. I don't want to exclude or sound also from our perspective, from the Asian perspective. From my point of view, John F. Kennedy, which was a great leader for his country, he said sometimes, so let us not be blind to our differences, but let us also direct attention to our common interests and to the means by which those differences can be resolved. And if we cannot end our differences, at least we can help make the world safe for diversity. For in the final analysis, our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air, we all cherish our children's future, and we are all mortal. I don't want to go, because out of time, there is a lot of critique we need to analyze, such as autonomous weapons and drones. It's like our privacy, like cybersecurity things going on. But, you know, I want to motivate to innovation and to be on the good side of the story, not on the story. And that's the reason why I'm not going to say it. Finally, I will also refer to my book and only say one sentence. It's not clear whether we as humanity will succeed in the foreseeable future to develop a global culture that is more than the sum of all cultures. It is also open to the question of whether a largely digitally networked world society will form a worldwide community consisting of a global culture or not. From my point of view, one thing is very, very clear and true. There will be no global culture without a digitally networked world society. Thank you very much.
so much for your knowledge, sharing the knowledge with us and thoughts. I would like to keep you on stage for short, and also I like to invite Professor Dr. Lutfi Sunar, Sunar, to present the gifts to our esteemed professor. We invite all our guests to the opening ceremony of the IBU Dent Dental Clinic, the biggest dental education and health center in North Macedonia, to be held at the Faculty of Dental Medicine building. We extend our gratitude to all the guests who have joined us today. Thank you so much.